Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas. A&M Carter Stadium has become a showplace, and the home of the TCU Horned Frogs is fired up and ready for this one. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Horned Frogs kick this deep to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here's the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down and 10 now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I mean, this is exactly how they wanted to start when it opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards. And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back plenty of room to pick up those good yards.
The back's got it on the pitch. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the Aztecs with 1st and 10 here. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. He's got room looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego State. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
Fielded in the end zone. It's DeMarco. And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now they're running on the toss. He gets loose. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs will have to kick this away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Get some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. And now the handoff. He shreds the tackle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, San Diego State 7, TCU 0.
The Aztecs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off here. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
So two big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Hill. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Dump off caught by the running back. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down.
24-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
The Horned Frogs will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. Ball rolls dead and the coverage team downs it right there. San Diego State offense on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Timeout, San Diego State.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The back's got it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
You know, I like this quarterback's ability in the option game. He just doesn't do a good job of protecting the football here. You've got to be dialed in with your fundamentals, or it can cost you at any moment.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
They'll run it to the left. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Empty set now, 5 wide. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third down, it's a handoff. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. They'll hand it off. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll try the option play here. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. And the Aztecs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, San Diego State.
Here's the second down play. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, I don't know if that's a busting coverage or just a mistake by this defense, but the tight end is all alone. Nobody around him, an easy throw for the quarterback, and obviously a huge gain for the offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And he'll set up to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. The Aztecs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
14, TCU 0.
And the Aztecs will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now here's the toss play. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Get set.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wide out. He's got a man down the middle. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And they'll down the ball just inside the 35. Aztecs offense back on the field now. Ball handed off. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find room. It's sharp. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense.
How about this call here on third down, Chris? They go with the RPO. The quarterback makes the right read. He's able to extend this drive by getting the yards that they needed to get to the marker.
The Aztecs pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. It's an option look. Pitches to the back.
The pass on first down towards the tight end is incomplete. Brings up second down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the point after is right down the middle.
21, TCU 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's DeMarco. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
TCU Horned Frogs will take over first and 10.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They'll bring him down, but this spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. And he dunks it off to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Fighting off the defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back's got it again. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down, but boy, he gave him a chance.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Time for one more play here in the quarter. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, San Diego State 21, TCU 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Now it's second down here. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Aztecs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Here comes the point after attempt.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time, they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. And the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass caught inside the 15. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Breaking free at the 35. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here comes the bunch formation. keep it on the ground to work the clock here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Man tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the Aztecs have 1st and 10 here.
42, Spider.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The shotgun handoff here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Can he get there on the ground? Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down there to wrap up this game. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.